let's talk about the Michael B. Jordan and I guess almost the method acting he did for this film, because he's not adverse to it. As some people may know, when he played Killmonger, he was basically in character, grew out his hair, was very distant from people. In this one, if he was to do, and if he did do method acting, which it seems like he did, he had to do two different characters. So, I mean, we can all assume that this is difficult, but do you have any thoughts on that and the level that he's achieved at this point to try to tackle something like that?
Like that he keeps challenging himself. I think that if you're going to keep acting, keep challenging yourself. I feel like we even saw that with Denzel Washington in Gladiator 2. I think because there were times I forgot I was watching him because so I just feel like if you are going to keep doing projects and you're in front of the camera, because acting is hard. I'm not even going to sit there and act like I don't appreciate what actors have to go through. It is a very hard, and I don't think, because I work in reality television and people get to play themselves that we're working with most of the time, I didn't necessarily always appreciate what talent went through. Not to say I didn't think that they went through hardship, but when you're working in reality television, you're working a lot of what they're going through in their lives. It's just enhanced.
Yeah.
It's just, instead of me having this embarrassing moment with my husband or a fallout with a friend, I just got to get 7 or 8 other people are going to be standing around watching it too, or it's going to happen at a whole party or a whole event.
Yeah.
But these are things that are already happening in their lives. We just make the scale a little bit grander when everything goes down.
Yep.
But they also know what they're signing up for in reality television. When you have to become a whole different character because people still get to live their lives for the however many months they're filming a reality TV show. When you're an actor, you're playing a whole different person who's separate from yourself for however many months you're filming. Schedules have gotten so much tighter, and now it used to be 4 to 5, just like we used to film for sometimes shows could be anywhere between 3 to 6 months, or the Housewives series, which he and I both worked on a Housewives series, could be anywhere between 9 to 10 months. That's been cut down significantly now too when you're filming them. But when you become someone completely different, like you said, for Killmonger, he had to grow out his hair, so who knows how long it takes his hair to grow out. You know, the physical shape, he does take a lot of pride in getting himself in a physical shape for a role. So what he had to probably go through to prepare for this character and to play two different people, like, it's hard enough to play one person. But I appreciate it more when I worked with actors, because when I had to get the husband and wife on camera, my lead actress was not comfortable. She was in a relationship, a very committed relationship, and she was not comfortable being physical with the man playing her husband in front of cameras. I was almost shocked too. I was like, oh. And that was another disadvantage of rehearsing in the squares on Zoom as opposed to seeing them, because maybe it could have given them more time to become comfortable with one another. Because even he was, like I said, he was a very physical actor. So if he just leaned in, it wasn't in the script, leaned in arbitrarily because it felt natural to him to give her a kiss on the cheek or the neck. It looked like someone that wasn't used to being touched by this man. And she had a whole pregnant belly that I'm like, oh. So, it was kind of, and it wasn't like she was a mature woman pregnant either. She was supposed to be playing a 24-year-old woman. So as you get mature, more proclivities when it comes to sex.
Yeah.
She didn't have, she describes meeting him. It wasn't that way with him. So it was kind of like, but why does it seem like you cringe when you touch him? So I think that those were things that were hard to navigate for me, because I didn't have the time for them to become more intimate. Gotcha. And to have that chemistry. So I think that it's cool that he prepared him. He would show up in character. Denzel Washington has been known to do that. Like I said, he was bringing the Training Day character home. Almost got put out the house by his wife. So I do find that fascinating when you hear actors do that, and the fact that Michael B. Jordan knew if he had to be edgy, there were times he had to show up that way and scare a few people too in the process.
Well, I like the story from Ryan Coogler about the bracelet, where Ruth Carter, as Shayla, she may not know her personally, but she knows
Hampton
quite a bit of information about her because they went to the same alma mater. And I like the story because she was getting frustrated with him because I guess he had a very dismissive attitude towards which bracelet to put on a character. Depending on what character will determine your jewelry, will determine your outfit attire, right? So he was so in character, and I guess and Michael B. Jordan is wildly known as a really nice guy. So I think she was probably taken back by his attitude. She went to Ryan Coogler to be like, hey, look, man, he's being difficult. He won't tell me what bracelet he wants to wear. So Ryan Coogler goes in. Obviously, it's his set, so it's his job to mediate. And he was just stone cold, dismissive to Ryan Coogler, like, I don't care which one. It is what it is, I guess. And he just say it felt like cold water in his veins. And Ryan Coogler was so taken back in the moment. He got them cameras up rolling and shot that scene because he wanted to capture Michael B. Jordan, who, like I said, is such a nice guy. If you get him in this moment, you may not get that moment again. So that is also something cool for filmmakers or content creators. When you're actually in that mode to create, go for it. Don't wait. Don't overthink it. Create it, like, because
a lot of directors that capture the most organic performances say that too. Like we saw that at the screening for the first Joker film. We get to attend a lot of pre-release screenings due to the fact that I'm in the Producers Guild, and for the first Joker film, we got to go and see it before its release, and we thought it was so cool hearing the director say that. That's something that happened with this film. The actual composition was done before the film was, so they got to play a lot of music on set, and Joaquin Phoenix so naturally moved with the music that he was like, get the cameras up. That he thought it just made it was something that felt so organic to the character of Joker, and he didn't want to ever miss these opportunities. And so I want to piggyback off of what Rell said. Don't miss those moments. You can't because I remember we wore our actress Charlie out on the film. It's too bad you guys will never get a chance to see it. That's a long story. It didn't come out the way we wanted it to, but we hope to refilm it.
We're going to refilm it.
And she was so tired from filming all day. And we just wanted her, she has this monologue, and we just wanted her to do the monologue again. And because her character was supposed to be so emotionally worn down in that moment, it was probably one of the most natural parts of her performance that we captured on camera.